How did Steve end up falling in love with extreme sports? What exactly did Stan do? Stan is absolutely obsessed with the beach, but Steve is terrified of it. Stan dives straight into the ocean, while Steve won't even go near the water. Plagued by fear, Steve constantly worries that sharks are hiding beneath the waves. To prove there is nothing to be afraid of, Stan swallows an entire bucket of sand on the spot and passes out cold the next second. Luckily, Roger brings him back around with vigorous CPR, hoping to cure Steve's fear of sharks. Stan takes him all the way out to the open sea. Petrified, Steve is suddenly pushed into the water by Stan. Right away, he spots a group of sharks swimming straight toward him. Little does he know, they are just Roger in disguise. The unexpected sight scares Steve half to death. Once his ruse is over, Roger takes off. Stan excitedly congratulates Steve for conquering his fear, but Steve turns around and mocks the sharks as cowards. His words infuriate Roger, who promptly bites off one of Steve's arms. Stan is thrown into total panic. At the hospital, he forces Roger to cough up the severed arm, just as Stan is about to reattach it. Steve insists the wound is a badge of bravery. Helpless, Stan secretly hides the arm away. After that, Steve starts trying all kinds of thrilling courage tests. He even jumps off a cliff alongside Stan, who is overjoyed to see his son growing so confident. That night, the two climb onto a bridge, and Steve walks along its edge. Roger thinks Steve has spiraled completely out of control, yet Stan thinks he is doing amazing. Steve then pulls off one dangerous stunt after another, and Stan could not be prouder. Before long, however, Steve's behavior grows increasingly reckless. He picks fights over the smallest things, and keeps grinning even when he gets beaten up. Realizing how serious the situation has become, Stan tries to talk some sense into him, but Steve is convinced that he is the bravest person alive. With no other choice, Stan finally tells him the whole truth. The moment Steve learns what really happened, he faints on the spot.